What's up everyone, welcome to today's video. So today I want to be breaking down the difference between alternating and streaking markets, because I feel like if you're able to identify a streaking market and be able to differentiate it from an alternating market, you should be able to catch the streaks a lot better, because we obviously want to be staying outside of the alternating markets. But these are the choppy markets that guys are able to trade because they obviously are able to identify these patterns. So think of this lesson as pattern recognition, but also the difference between a streaking market and an alternating market, and how to identify whether you are going into those phases or not. So first, let's start with a streaking market. A streaking market will only be considered a streaking market after 3 candles in a row. Okay, after 3 candles in a row in a certain direction, we can classify this as a streaking market. But why not 2? Well, not 2, because 2 still doesn't give us enough clarity and enough momentum that we're going to continue in that direction. Obviously, we then get a lot of reversals. Sometimes, though, in the streaking markets, you're not always going to get 3 in a row, right? Sometimes you're going to get 3 in a row there, and then it's going to go down. But the point is that majority of the movement is going to continue in that direction in the future. You see here, we have a streaking market. Sure, we have 2 going down against us, but because we know that 2 is more of an alternation than a streak, we're going to have another streak likely in the future. Right, and then obviously because we have our alternation here, 3 candles in a row going like that, we can still have the bias that we're going to continue in that direction, right? Just because of the main trend that we're forming. So let's first identify the difference between an alternating market, a streaking market, and how we're able to almost go on this journey with the market, right? If imagine you were able to know if market was going to streak or if it was going to alternate, right? Well, it's very simple. A streaking market, as I said, will always start and give you 3 candles in a row, right? When it gives you 3 candles in a row, that's a clear indication that it wants to go down in that direction. And what you'll normally find is that there will be other streaking markets beforehand with 3 in a row. Sure, it gave us 3 in a row and we would try and enter and we wouldn't win. But the point is that if you kept entering, you would break even on majority of these, actually profit off this one, and then still be able to catch another streak going down here. Now, here's also another streaking market. We have 3 green in a row, profit 2. Here we have 3 red in a row, we profit 2, right? But now let's speak about the alternating market and what an alternating market looks like, and how we can merge between the two and be able to trade the two with positive expected value. So let's do an alternating market. Looks something like this. All right, that's an alternating market. That's an alternating market. And also that's an alternating market. When we're given 3 alternating markets in a row, what we always do is we favor, sorry, not 3 in a row. When we get 3 candles in a row that are alternating like this, we consider it an alternating market, right? So let's just number all of these, and I want you to see something. All right, so you'll see there's 2 types of alternating markets. There's alternating markets where it goes up, down, something like that. Or there's alternating markets where it goes up, up, down, or like down, down, up. This is the alternation here, right? This is the alternation here, and this is an alternation here. What you always do is you favor the direction with the most. All right, you favor the direction with the most direction. So here we would favor sells. Here we would favor buys in the future. You see, look here. Sure, we had been favoring a whole bunch of buys here. We've been favoring a bunch of buys here, and also favoring a bunch of buys here, because here, since the first candle, so it's a bit complicated, so I'm going to try my best here. In these types of alternations, you always favor the direction that starts at the 1, 2, and then down, okay? Even here, the 1, 2, and then up. So here you would favor sells, here you would favor buys. With this example though, where it goes like down, up, down, what you always want to do is favor the color that started first, before streak. So you see like there was an intended streak, and then it goes here and then into an alternation. You need to focus on this color. So here we would be favoring sells. And you can see how we obviously get that after combining it with a streak over there, right? So it would look something like this. We have our alternation here, right? We're going to try and merge these together because now you know what they look like. Well, let's maybe summarize the previous bit. So obviously we have a streak like this, right? That's a streak. This is a streak as well. 3 candles in a row. That's a streak, right? So we know what a streak is and how to get into it. An alternating market, slightly different. An alternating market, we have 2 styles, right? These are 2 styles here. But what you'll always do is you will favor the direction where it obviously started. So actually I made a mistake here. It's like this, right? You see here. So the first style goes up, down, up, like that. And then this one goes down, down, up. Here, we're obviously favoring buys. Here, we're favoring sells. So these almost cancel out, which means that this, we don't know what direction this is going to go. But then we see an up, up, down, and now we know we need to favor buys. So what do? After we know, after an alternation, we can favor the upside. We wait for candles, 3 candles in a row. There we go, 3 candles in a row, up, up, up. We favor the upside, and then you'll see this smashes all the way up. We get a whole bunch of buying opportunities. So it's almost like you need to use the 2 styles of alternations, right? You need to use this 2 styles of alternations, whether it's like the up, down, in combination with the up, down, to then say, okay, because this was first, we need to favor the buy. But here, because there were more in this alternation here, we need to favor the buy as well. Let's do more examples. Or let's try recap this one again. So for example here, right? Here's a good one. So what you'll see, before we had this alternation here, right, which favors the downside, right, goes up and then down. Here, because this is the first color, we favor a sell. But then before that, when we look into it, we see a combination of a down, down, up. And when we see that, we always favor the first 2. Remember that the 2 styles of alternations need to merge with one another, right? So here, it obviously went down, down, up, right? But then it went down like that inside of these 4. Okay? And this gives us a clear indication. Okay, we want to go down here, we want to go down here, but then we're alternating. This probably tells us that we're going to go in that direction, right? But the point is, this is the sort of pattern that we need to be looking for, right? Where it goes almost like a down, down, up, down, or an up, up, down, up. And then after these, either of these, we look for a streak to go either down for this one or up for this one. So here we see we have the streak of 3 in a row here, and the streak will always merge. So down, 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 or sorry, one less. Here, now we have our streak. There, down, down, down. Here we have our streak, and now we can trade. So that's sort of how you merge it. We will find a different one. Right, here we go. Up, up, down, up. Right, so we had our first style of alternation here, where we favored the buy, right? But then we also had another alternating streak here, right? Sorry, let me do this again. We had an alternation from here all the way until this one. But the point is that they merge, right? Because we went up, because the first color is up, we favor up, then it goes down, up, down, up. But then after that, we see another merge into this color here, right? And now, because we've got 1, 2, 3 in the streak, we can get a buy. We would break even here from these 2, but then we can take a buy, and we would actually win 2 units here, right? Let's see if we can find more. Here we go. Right? Down, down, up, down. Here's our first style of alternation. Bang. We were given an opportunity to sell, right? It's obviously telling us we want to go down, but then we have our second alternation, right? There we go. Down, up, down. So in the first one, we favor sells because these two were sells. Here we favor sells in our second box because the first one, the first color starting was red. Now all we need to do is just clear this. So this was our first alternation here. This was our second alternation here. Right? Now all we need to do is wait for 3 candles in a row because we obviously know we want to go down here and here. We wait for 3 in a row. Bang. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. And what do we have? Streaks. What do we have? Streaks. Right? We would win 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, break even. So these two break even. 4, 5, 6. Plenty units to win here. Right? And you're probably wondering, so now what do we do if it doesn't give us the streak that we're looking for? Well, look here. There, right? There. And then that's going down, down, up. This goes down. These alternate here, right? So this gives us an opportunity to sell. So does this. And then we obviously get 1, 2, 3. If we lose, that's fine. Okay? Because what did I say? As part of the thing, I said the moment you lose, you get out. Correct? So we would lose on this and we would just get out. Right? When you lose, okay, as soon as you lose, so you can combine this with the strategy. As soon as you lose, you get out. Right? If you go down -1, you get out, you find a brand new streak that you could take a trade off of. Let's see if we can find more. Okay. Let's see. Down, down, up. Here we go. Actually, no, that one wouldn't give us a trading opportunity. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another opportunity. So, here we have an up, up, down to start us off. Up, up, down. This gives us the hint we want to go up, right? But then, we obviously see a down, down, up. So now, these two break even. They cancel out. But then we see an up, up, down, up, up, down, and then we also see a merging alternation pattern, right? So here's our up, up, down here, and then we also have our merging alternation, which would be all of these candles here. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. What do we see? Well, we see it wants to go up here, wants to go up here, wants to go down here. So inside of this first box, we are favoring the upside. But then we have alternations inside of these as well. But because the first color was green, it tells us that we want to go to the upside. So now for this box, we favor the upside. Now, because we've ticked off alternation box number 1 and alternation box number 2, we need to look for a streak, right? We need to look for a streak of 3 in a row, going up, up, up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. This gives us the best momentum for that direction. Here, you see, we would win 1, 2. Because we lose this, we're still in profit, so we can keep going, we can keep going, we can keep going until we hit a satisfiable profit. Maybe if we lose like 2 in a row, we get out, right? So here, we would profit around 1, 2, break even here, 3, 4, lose these 2, profit 2 units, right? But we can start to see how we can merge between the choppiness of the market and the streaks a lot better now. Let's do a couple more examples. Here we go. Down, down, up. This favors the downside. But then what do we have? We have an alternation, right? The alternation here is a down, up, down. What does this tell us? We're also favoring the downside because the first color was red. Now, we look for 1, 2, 3. There, we would sell, win 1, win 2, lose that. We can keep going because pretty much we're just trading until we hit probably like a +2 or even a +1. It doesn't really matter if you wanted to be taking those trades. Then we see we would win here, we would win here, then we would lose here, win here, so it breaks even. Let me do it like this. +1, +2, +1 here, -1, +1, -1, +1, +1, -1, +1. Here it's already like 3 units in profit, right? 3 units, it might even be 2. The point is, it gives you the direction after using the alternation over here and also the alternation here to then get the first bias to go down and the second bias to go down. So let's quickly recap this. We have two types of markets, but the alternation has two styles. So think of it like a story, okay? Think of we always struggling and we always don't want to be trading inside of these alternating markets, whether they even do like something like this and they go up twice, then they go down twice, or they go up, down, down. These are all alternating markets, right? Alternating markets or choppy markets which you don't want to be trading in. We want to be trading inside of the markets which are just doing this, because now we know it's predictable. We know it's predictable. We know that we want to be taking those sells or those buys. Now, how do we merge it? We always merge it from alternation number one, right? Alternation number one to alternation number two, to then look for a streak that can set us up to then gain, right? Whether it's up or whether it's down. So let's tick those off. Here we go. We have found one. Alternation number one, right? Alternation number one tells us if you go down and you go down and you go up, you favor the downside because you have more candles in that direction. So here you favor the downside. Opposite is true for a buy. For alternation number one, where it goes up, up, down. You favor the upside because we have more candles going in that direction before we have a possible alternation that's going to come where we have alternation 2, right? So look at this. Here we have it. There we go. Where we have down, down, up. This means we favor the downside. Okay. Now, that's A1. Let's call it A1, ticked off. Now, A2 tells us that after we have the two in a row and something like this, we should expect to see an alternation inside of this, right? We should expect to see a down, up, down, something like that, right? Or whether we're going up, we would see an up, up, and then a down. That would be our first one. But then we should expect to see an alternation in here, whether it's going to go up, down, up, etc. Right? So here, what do we see? Well, we see A1 form. A1 looks something like this. A1, down, down, up, which means we favor the downside. Correct? But remember, we say that we want to start looking from here for an alternation. We see a down, we see an up, and then we see another down. We always favor the second candle from A1. Okay, so if A1 did something like this and then like this, we always favor this candle because this candle should link to wanting to go down like this because it's obviously the first candle in this alternating streak. Correct? So look here. We see it goes down, up, down, and then that's A2 done. Now, after A2, so we've ticked off A1, we've ticked off A2, A3 is actually just the streak, right? The streaking market. And when we're in a streaking market, pretty much all we're doing is after we had A1, so let's just do A1 here. After we had A1, where it went down, down, up, and then we had A2, when it alternates like this, it could be any length. It could be up to 3, it could be up to 10. But the point is that if we do eventually get 3 to go in our direction after A2, which is here, and we count that 1, 2, 3, then we know we're in a streaking market because we have broken out of that alternating phase, and that's how pocket option moves. Pocket option either moves in alternating markets or streaking markets, and alternating markets are manipulated by tending to make people to think that if they get 2 candles in a row, they are likely to go up, or if they get 2 candles going down, it's likely to go down. But that's not the case. This is its own form of alternation, just like this one, right? Where it goes up, down, down. It's just meant to teach traders to think, okay, if I get 2 in that direction, it has to go up. It's not the case. If I get 2 going down, it has to go down. That's not the case in any of these. That's why there's 2 styles of alternating markets, which I wanted to break down. But here, obviously, we had the down, down, up, which gave us a tick for A1. We wanted to go down. Then we had down, up, down, right? this tells us for A2 that we want to go down because the first color of A2 was a red candle. And for A2, right, for A2 it always has to be 3 or more candles, right? Here we have 3, so it's fine. So it has to be equal to 3 or more candles. For A1, it simply just has to be a pattern that goes like this or pattern that goes like this, right? Here we see though, merging into the streak. 1, 2, 3. Now we know we're in a streaking market, right? Then we can start looking for sells. There we have it. We're up 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we break even, right? Here's 4, 5. Here we lose 1, so that takes us to 4, and this takes us to 3. Then when we lose 2 in a row, we get out, for example, right? So now we've profited 3 units off of this entire streak, being able to merge between the 2 phases. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you understand the entire merging between alternating markets and streaking markets. I believe this is going to help you guys out so much because a lot of traders believe that when you get 2 candles that go to the upside, you think you're going to go up. Or if you get 2 candles that go down, you think you're going to go down. But look at what happens. 2 up, right? 2 up, it goes down, right? But then we get faked out again. 2 candles going down, we think it's going to go down, it goes up. That's why you need to be able to merge the 3. And that's exactly why we use this. You see this, right? Here's A1, A1, down, down, up. We know we want to go down. But then we see an alternation here, down, up, down. Now we know we want to go down on both. We wait for 3 in a row, right? Sorry, we wait for 3 in a row. Here we go. Now we got money to make. Because why? We've broken free from alternation trap number 1, alternation trap number 2, and now we have the opportunity and the setup to then catch the streaks, which just go up and up and up and up, or down and down and down and down. It's as simple as that. Know how to merge from A1 into A2 into a streak, and you'll make money, bro. You will make money because now I'm teaching you these approaches that Pocket Option doesn't want you to know, because you could predict any market now. It is so easy. Like, look, it happens all the time. Look, 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 look. Up, up, down. That's A1. A2. Simple. Up, down, up. Now because we got up, up, and down, we know that A1 is ticked off, right? A1 wants to go up. Now we've got A2, which is this alternating phase here. Up, down, up. The first color is green. A2 going up, right? Now we just wait for 3 in a row. There we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Look how much money we can make. We could probably profit 2 units off of this and get out, right? You don't even have to be greedy. You could just say, okay, if I had -1, just trade till I hit +1, or until I go to -2. Now we're using smart risk management, and then when you start applying that to the +12 and -5 model, you've got money to make, and there's no reason that you can't. Like, there's more. Here, I've already broken this down, 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 up. We now know we want to go down inside of A1, but now we've got A2 over here, where it goes down, up, down. Now we know because of the first color wants to go down, we know that A2 wants to go down too. Then we combine, right? We combine them all. Down, up, down, right? Then we have 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, down, down, down. Now we've got trades to take. Right? That was the previous example. You've seen a buy, you've seen a sell. And these happen all the time. All the time. Look how much choppiness and how much losing streaks we can filter out if we aren't trading inside of these bad phases, right? If we aren't trading inside of these alternating markets, right? Because we obviously know alternating markets can go up, down, or down, up, down, blah, blah, blah. Or I could literally do this. It could go like this, where it goes up, up, down, down, because you're catching those streaks off of that, right? If you want to be catching 3 in a row, you're filtering out the ones with 1 in a row or the ones with 2 in a row. So now you're only catching 3 and more, and more, and more. And you've seen how long those streaks can get, right? This is also another form of alternation. Look at this. These are traps. These traps are the exact same as these traps over here. Wait. Are the exact same as these traps over here. These traps where it goes up, right, where it goes up, down, are the same as these ones which go down, down, up, up. down, down, up, up. Because this is an alternation. Think of this as 1. Think of this as 1. Sorry. Think of the down as 1. Think of the up as 1. Think of the down as 1. Think of the up as 1. Now it's pretty much just down, up, down, up. These are alternations that you want to be staying out of, right? You only want to be trading or going between the two types of alternations, because it will never ever ever happen where it goes A1 into A2 and then another A2, because you will now know that you've broken out of A2 when there are streaks, right? When the streak forms, when it gives us like 3 in a row, right? And you will never have an A1 to an A2 and then back to an A1. That is impossible inside of the algorithm. Impossible. And worst case scenario, you lose 1 or you lose 2 trades and you get out. Right? Worst case, if that ever does happen. Because now you know, okay, if I'm starting a break even and I'm trading and I lose 1 and I lose another 1 again, worst case scenario, you losing like 2 or you losing 1, you make that decision. But the point is that when you are catching the streaks, when it goes from A2 into a streak, you're going to make a lot of money, right? So now you know how to merge between choppy markets and alternating markets. I'm so excited. You know what? I'm going to make a message to the group and just say, guys, you need to watch this video. It might change the way you trade, because this is how I trade, guys. You need to outsmart the system. You need to outsmart the system, and pattern recognition is the way. Staying away from the two styles of alternating markets to be able to combine them together, to filter them out, right? To filter them out, so then we can trade in the streaks. It's that simple. That's how you literally outsmart the market. Literally. So, yeah, I'm really, really glad that I made this video for you guys. You needed to see this. I think we're going to make some millionaires from this, because this should have been a fundamental that I should have addressed in the very beginning. It should have been lesson 1. The moment you understood what these candles were, I should have taught you guys pattern recognition from the start. Why didn't I do it? But that's why I needed to make these 10-minute lessons, so that whatever comes through my mind throughout the day when I'm doing my live trading sessions, I need to tell you guys and teach you guys. But damn, what a lesson. Thank you guys for watching. You are going to go and make money now. I know you are. Because this stuff is so powerful. So powerful. Thank you guys.